Black man, that's what I am. Cars pull us over when they see us in the vans. Rock a mean coat just like Killer Can. Hop up on the mic, fuck around and make 100 grand. Y'all don't understand, do you see my stance? Watch you do my dance while I call up all these bands. Better watching that nigga, cause I'm coming with their hands. Leave you foaming out the mouth like you pop a couple sands.
What the hell is up, everybody? You're listening to the In the Sky podcast. On this episode, we have ULC Vulcain, a member of Urban Legends Cult. How are you today?
I'm great, man. Grateful to be alive. I'm here. Thank you for having me on this interview.
Hey, thank you for coming on, man. Let's start off light. How old are you?
I just turned 19 in October. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a freshman in college. I'm about to start at the University of Miami.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your degree?
Finance and marketing. So I'm planning to use that as like a learning experience, just to put it all to ULC, to be honest.
Okay, that's dope. That's like taking one for the team, and like that's also something that something that's always going to be like. There's always going to be businesses, as stupid as that sounds saying it, but like I mean it's logical. You know what I mean?
Business is timeless. Business is gonna last forever. Everyone does business.
Where are you from? Like, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. But my parents are Haitian immigrants, and I got two older brothers. My family's mostly Haitian. I have some Puerto Rican, but that's like really far-fetched. That's like second generation cousins. But yeah, I have two older brothers. One was born in Haiti, and one was born in Canada, and I was born here. So that's where I'm from. That's where I grew up.
Now, don't take offense to this, but well, it shouldn't be offensive at all. But like, I notice a lot. The more of you guys talk to, a large percentage of y'all are Haitian. Like, do you know, like, what event like caused your family, besides just like living a better life in America, to actually move to America? Like, did something happen in Haiti to make them want to immigrate?
I'm not quite sure of like the details of the story, but the government just went to shit, to be honest, and it just wasn't safe anymore. It was just chaos, so they moved here for a better life, more opportunity. And both my parents, they're doctors, so like my mom was already working here. She was already traveling to the United States, to Miami and to New York a lot, just to work. So we just moved here, and they moved here before I was born, though. I had two older brothers, and they lived in Haiti, but I was born here because I was born after a lot of years. Like, I was born 10 years after my oldest brother, and I was born 7 years after the middle one. So they're grown.
That's cool. Yeah, I think that's kind of like a reflection, like on like what's going on today with like the wall and all that type of shit. Just like as far as like Mexican immigrants, like we should let like a lot of them in, because a lot of them are gonna have their good things, like just like your family, like brought doctors to America and then had a son that became a doctor. Like that's good things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like my brother's about to become a doctor. Imagine if they didn't let my mom and dad in, how many people probably would have died. They saved a lot of lives.
Exactly, and that's exactly what's happening in Mexico right now. I don't know like the specificness of it, but I do know that there's always been like heavy like murder rates and stuff like that, just as far as associated with like crime and just like drugs and shit. Really, it's fucked up that we don't let those people in.
Yeah.
Because we let like just to like, or I don't let, but like people like Donald Trump who kind of enforce things like that let the numbers and shit like control how they think. It's fucked up. What was your like upcoming like your childhood?
My childhood was pretty good, man, to be honest. I had two loving parents. I got two older brothers. My family's really close. I lived in a pretty nice house. I always have food on my table. My dad, he would travel to Haiti back and forth because he would teach medicine, like medical students over there in Haiti. So I was spent a lot of time with my mom. Um, I was really into sports. I still am, to be honest. I'm a huge basketball fan. Um,
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
played ball.
you a
Yeah, I
Heat
played
fan?
ball. Yeah, I'm a Heat fan. Fucking love the Heat since I was a kid. Um, yeah, man, it was pretty. I had a pretty nice childhood. I was I was kind of a nerd, I guess, because I've always done good in school, I guess. So that's just how I was raised. Like my parents were really school oriented and education oriented. So I was already like I was just born into that. So like me going to school is like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that like school is kind of like you can guarantee a future. Doesn't matter the size, but like if you go, you can guarantee a future because like you learn a lot in school. Like that's what school is for.
Hmm.
That's why I intend to use all that knowledge. You feel me? I gotta go through it. Like I'm blessed to go to a nice school like that. So like I'm just gonna take advantage of it, make the most out of it, and just do what I gotta do.
See, I feel like you look at school like the right way as far as like the future wise. I feel like a lot of people that I've had experience with will just use college and school as like an opportunity to go wild and party and do all this and do all
Yeah,
that, but really it's not. And the colleges are like necessarily okay with that because they allow parties like that
exactly.
to be thrown in
I mean,
there, you know.
don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy myself here and there,
Oh
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
but people just need to prioritize their stuff. You feel me? Because like if you're focused in the now, it might be fun now, but like sometimes you gotta pay attention to later, because later's gonna come and it could fuck you up.
Yeah, definitely in any situation later will come. It's gonna fuck you up for sure. How did you like? When was the first time you can recollect that you listened to music and you actually like thoroughly like enjoyed it, like sat down and went back to it?
Um, well, I've always listened to music. My parents are from the island, so like I grew up listening to Haitian music, and I had two older brothers, so like they would always play hip hop. I learned about hip hop because of my older brothers, because one of them used to listen to Nas. I used to listen to Lil Wayne growing up. Like all the radio stations in Miami would all play Lil Wayne, all those Rick Ross, Miami legends. And then as I growing up, I also had cousins. I listened to Kanye. That's when like everyone, all the artists, all the legends now were just popping up and popping. So I was I guess listening to that, I was always like just around music, and I always loved to dance, to be honest. So like I guess the groove is just in me. It's just like I was born with the groove. And my older brother, he played drum set, and when I was 8, that's when I started playing drum set. And I remember 6th grade, my mom, she put me in some jazz band to perform, and I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, why would you put me in that? But I was just being a pussy, and um I joined it, and that was the best thing she could ever done, because I got over stage fright, and I fell in love with performing. Like I would go every Sunday and rehearse with a big jazz band, would play jazz music, and that gave me a lot of perspective, and that really got my drumming skills up, and it was a really I'm really grateful for that, because now I could use it to my music now. Like when I make beats, sometimes I'm learning how to make beats, and I just know where to place certain beats or certain snares, certain hi hat hits. You understand? So it's cool. I try to just use everything that was just given to me to my advantage, I guess.
That's definitely like really smart. Like a lot of people will have all this put in front of them or like be given certain things or given certain opportunities and they don't really seize the moment. And I can really tell that with you.
Exactly.
That's really dope. I respect that to the fullest.
Thanks, bro.
Now, when did you start? When did you grow your love for drums into like rapping? Like,
Well, I've always loved rapping, so like, I've always loved hip hop music. I just love music in general, because especially since I started playing different types of music, like classical music, and like all those kind of percussions, like it really opened my mind, and I became really open minded. So like, I listen to everything, but rapping, it has always been my favorite. And I remember I really started getting into music myself, because at first I would just listen to like whatever was going on, but I was like, I know there's more out there. So then I started listening to albums, and that's when I started like really like getting into a lot of artists, like really deeply, like studying their music. So like that inspired me, and I went to the first Rolling Loud festival. You know Rolling Loud?
yeah.
I went to the first one, and it was in a warehouse, and I was like 15. Yeah, I was 15, and I was a freshman in high school, and like that shit was so fun. And I saw Trav before he blew up. I saw Action Bronson, Travis Scott.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, 2015. That
Yeah,
sounds about
shit.
right. Were you smoking it
Yeah,
there?
and when I saw him, when I saw him, yeah, nah, I didn't even, nah, I wasn't even doing that at that time.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was legit. I was just there because I wanted to see, and that was my first concert. So I saw ASAP Ferg, and in that moment I was like, damn, this is fun. I could do this, especially since like, and performing is just fun. Like making music is fun, but when you perform it, like you see it, like crowds are going crazy. Like I'm trying to do that one day. So that's most of the reason why I'm doing that, because making music, performing is the best part of making music, in my opinion.
When you say performing, like when did you, like, can you depict me your experience with like performing at your senior prom? Like, how was that for you
Oh,
specifically? Were you like a voice of
for me, that
motivation,
was
or like,
um, it was I was comfortable doing it because since it was my school's prom, and I knew that a lot of people were gonna be there, and everyone in my school really liked our music, so I was like, all right, and it was an after party, so everyone was having a good time, and when we got up there, it was just fun. Like I looked and it was like my friends. It's basically like grabbing a microphone. The way I see performing is literally you're just on stage, vibing to your own music, and you're singing along to it. Like people could sing with you, and like either or the music is being played. You feel me? So it's like a party. So it was pretty fun. Like when I was, it's tiring though. My mouth got so dry. That was the first time. That was the first time we actually performed. That was pretty lit because there was a lot of people there, so it was
did your
pretty
school
cool.
compensate you at all, or was it just kind of like something you guys wanted to do?
Nah, it was separate. Like someone just threw an after party and then they said we could perform there. Yeah, it wasn't our school at all. Yeah.
Now, when did you start taking it actually seriously? Like, and then after that, like following up, like when did you meet ULC? How did you get into that whole mix?
Well, I was friends with Rock, with Rock first. Um, in ninth grade, like first day of ninth grade. But I knew of him because like I have friends that went to his middle school, and he started hanging out, and then he just became like the boy. And then he told me about ULC, and he told me that he had like a studio. So one day I went over, and then we cooked some shit up, and that shit it was funny. It was ass. It was trash, and it's just crazy. Like I look at that, and that was 4 years ago, and I look at like how much we've grown, and that's pretty cool. Like to see that change for the better. So that's why I believe that we have a lot of potential. And then like, and we weren't taking ULC serious. It wasn't even like doing music. It was just something Jay Ryan like created, like just a little like friend group. You feel me? Because we were just little kids, and then he was like, "You want to be in there?" I was like, "For sure." And then um, I stopped rapping like after ninth grade, because I was like, oh, I'm not like I wasn't really good. So then I started listening to more music, more tracks, getting inspired by different sounds, different flows, like making my own. And like I really studied music for like a year and a half. Like I wasn't even in J Ryan's studio at all. And then I came back after, and I was like, I practiced freestyling sometimes, like just to see how I could train my mind to like speak that way in like a rhyming way. And honestly, I just read so I could know more words. And at the end of the day, that paid off because now I know how to flow on the beat. You know, I know how to do different rhyme schemes, and that's when it really paid off. So when I noticed that I could do that, that gave me a lot of confidence to just go out there. So like my senior year, every day after school, me, Gianni, and Jirok and Fritz will all hop in my car, and we'll just go to J Ryan's studio after school. We got to school at 2, and we'd stay in there until like 5, and then I'll just go to the crib, and then the next day I'll do the same thing. And then that's when we started doing that. That's when like things started popping off for real. And we started making some hard shit. And then that's when like we just kept going and going. And J Ryan every morning or like someone would come in one of our cars and be like, yo, peep this. It'll be a new track. Be like, damn, this shit's hard. The same day go after school. Like that happened with Glorious Bastards. The same day J Ryan came in my room. He was like, listen to this. I made this. I was like, damn, this shit's hard. And then in my last period of the day, I wrote the verse. I just put headphones on and I wrote the verse, and then I called this nigga out to the bathroom and I was like, bro, peep this. I spit it. I was like, damn, that shit's hot. Then I went to his crib after school, recorded it, and then that's how it went down. So that's how we usually.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
fire for real. Yours is the first verse. Yeah, it is definitely. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's hella cool for real. Um, like, what would you say like nowadays? Like, if you want to try to the best of your creative potential, what would you say your like creative process would be?
Um, I guess I guess I'm always trying to create, like I'm always thinking, like what's in my head, like I'm constantly thinking about different rhymes and like just different beats and music in general, and like the vision I have for like me as an artist, and like for like to help like the people around me grow as well. So it's just, I guess I'm always in that kind of creative mindset, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like sometimes it's hard because you get like writer's block or things like that, but then you just got to keep pushing through it and then it'll come back. So I guess, and I just sit down, me, Jay, or someone, whoever's in the studio, Gianni. I usually go in there. We make a beat or start a beat. We try like finding a flow. If it sounds good, then we go and try to write more to it. We try to get what we get done. Then we just save it to our phone and shit, and then we just write at home or we listen to it in the car. Like I listen to the ULC and from my notes in the car, trying to see if I could like make it better or just make it harder, make it hit harder. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. That's definitely like sounds like you like live and breathe this for sure.
Yeah, I live and breathe a lot of things. It's like, cause like I'm trying to make it, gotta make sure like school is straight, cause like that's like important. But like also doing this ULC shit. But like it's been it's like a dream, you know. We're just
Hmm.
chasing a dream. And
Now,
doesn't
now let's just say you guys um, blow up before you graduate. Are you gonna go on tour, or would you stay back and finish school?
I would make sure the tours, like I would try to. most of us aren't in school. So like, I don't know. I'm gonna try to finish school because like that's like something that I want to do. Like for myself, yeah, I started it, so I want to finish it. So, but I'm pretty sure we've thought about it. We've talked about it. Like if we were to go on tour, we make it during the summer, where we're on vacation, or winter break or something like that. Because here, college, you have like a month break for winter break, and you got like 3.5 months for summer. So it's pretty chilling.
Yeah, if you guys go on tour, you guys definitely got to come through Kentucky one time.
Kentucky,
I'll
that's
pop up.
damn. That'd
Hey,
be crazy.
hey, we got a couple big cities. We got Louisville, or Bryson Tiller,
Yeah,
basically. Yes, that's really
Louisville.
where we go.
Have you ever been to Miami?
No, actually, fun fact about me, I've actually never seen the ocean.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead ass. Never see
Damn.
the ocean. Now I got a
Damn,
question.
I didn't even think. What's up?
You ever seen the snow in person?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah. My brothers live up north, so like I go and visit them. And there's one time it snowed. I've only seen snow once, to be honest.
Damn. Yeah, seeing the ocean's always been like a big thing. And Miami might be like a future, not even Miami, just like South Florida itself might be like a
Hmm.
future like goal for me to actually start like a video podcast because it like a lot of people have said like Miami and just like the Florida area like for
Hmm.
real is just like a gold mine just as far as hip hop goes. Like so many people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And to be able to do
yeah,
like a video pod, I mean, just imagine how lit if you know if me and all ULC did a podcast like that shit would be crazy. Like we could
yeah. That
break it
shit
into
would be
like 3
crazy.
episodes type shit.
Type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. If you come through,
shit.
you could definitely do it.
Yeah, that'd be dope for real. Um, what are your aspirations? Like, where do you want to be by Christmas of this year?
By Christmas, I'm gonna have an EP out for myself. Um, mentally, try to be as better mentally as I can every day. Physically, I'm trying to bulk up, get stronger. Um, and honestly, I'm just trying to be doing the best I can in everything, and trying to be somewhere else. Cause I'm also to get money. I need money to put into this business, cause it's also a business. So like, um, I got licensed to sell life insurance over the winter break. So I'm gonna use that, try to make some money off of that, just to put towards new things such as like new clothing we have coming out soon. Like we're about to restock on shirts. So and everything takes money. We want to throw another show. We want to throw a show. The last one we threw our own, and that was pretty successful. So I feel like we could do it even better this time, since we know how to handle things, certain situations.
Whoa, wait, you said you got licensed to sell life insurance. How'd you do that? Like, what was the process in that?
Um, I work for a company, a life insurance company that sells investment accounts and annuities, and they basically came to me and they were like, "Oh, this is what you can do," and I just took the exam. I got licensed, and now I can do my thing and help people. And if this music shit doesn't work out, I'm planning to be one of my reasons for being a finance major is to be a financial advisor. So like I'm already getting to know the business by doing this because I can advise people where and how to use their money. So it's a pretty good thing. Just learning here and there.
That's definitely cool. So, like, if you were to sell somebody, you know, a, a certain plan, you would get X amount of commission depending on which plan they bought and how much money it makes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, would that be like a monthly thing? Like everybody who bought from you, you would like get a commission of how much they pay every month, or like just one time?
It's right there. And then they have some plans where like if it renews every year, so you get that same commission every year for like
Oh,
however
damn.
many. Yeah. So it's like it's pretty cool. But I'm not at that level yet. I just started, but hopefully I can take these 4 years I have and just do what I can do and try to pop off. If I pop off, then I'm not working no 9 to 5.
Yeah, it sucks. Trust me. Let it come
Yeah,
from me. It sucks. Hey,
yeah,
but I'm working out. Working out is the game ain't over.
yeah. I'm probably gonna end up having to work 9 to 5 to start off, but like I'm not gonna do that for like my whole life. Like
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
try to,
fuck no.
yeah, I don't know.
If
Like
I'm,
I'm trying to. What happened?
I said if I'm 26 and I'm still working a 9 to 5, man, just like shoot me or something at least. Like you feel me? Like
Yeah,
shoot
but
me.
that's some people enjoy it, but like I know people work for money, but they don't let money work for them. You understand?
Yeah,
That money can do so much for you if you just put it in the right places.
yeah. People that I have worked with and experienced things like that. Like I've worked a couple minimum wage jobs, and I find some people like to be taking that shit so serious. Like follow every step,
Uh,
like type shit. Like understand that you got to
uh,
do it right, but like you're getting paid the same amount as me. Like you ain't no manager. You're getting paid, fucking 50
yeah,
bucks a day to bust your ass, and you're sitting here being a dickhead and trying to be controlling over 725. Like I don't know. That's beyond me.
your minimum wage is 7.25.
Yeah.
Damn, are things cheap in Kentucky?
I don't know. It just really depends. I wouldn't know how to base it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, here in Miami, the minimum wage I think is 8.75 or something.
But also, that's without an income tax, right?
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah,
sales
yeah,
tax, right?
yeah. There is.
But no income tax. See, I don't know how they get around that. Like, I don't really necessarily
Yeah,
understand
me
how they
either.
don't have sales or income tax. And
Hey man, I just started this adults and shit. I don't know what they. I'm learning. I'm gonna learn about that though. That's one of the things you gotta learn about
what?
tax and like income tax, things like that.
Well, are you familiar with like? Do you know the percentage of sales tax?
I'm not. Let me search it up. Let me search it up. But I filed my taxes before, but I only did that once.
Because I think it's 10% Kentucky, like something really small. It's like I think it's 7 cent on the dollar, 6 or 7 cent on the dollar.
It's 6%. It's 6%.
Okay, so it's around the same. Yeah, I don't know how Florida makes money. Really, that's beyond me. What would you say would be like the message you're ultimately trying to convey to your listeners or fans of yours or supporters? Like, what is the message you want to put out there?
Um, I guess for now, it all depends on what I'm working on, but I guess for now, I'm just trying to tell people a little bit about myself, introduce myself as not only as an artist or a rapper, but like as a person, and they take it however they want to take it. And right now, I'm focusing on just really perfecting my craft because I'm not at that level yet. And I guess when I get to that level where I can move a lot of people, like a large amount of people, in that way, I guess depending on the album that I'm working on, whatever I'm feeling, because I know a lot of artists, such as one of my favorite artists, Mac Miller, like he's the things that he raps about, like I like some of the things he rapped about, I related to it. You know, when people put out music, people relate to it. That's why they like it.
Hmm.
So it's cool.
If if you had to describe yourself to everybody, how would that be? Like fashion, musically, like anyway.
Um, I guess I would say I'm versatile. I can do a lot of things. Um, I don't usually do things a certain way. I usually do things different than how other people do things. I carry myself um, a certain way. Ever since I was young, I never really wanted to follow people. Always wanted to be my own kind of person. And I guess that kind of really made me who I am, and like it made me I guess love myself a lot more. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
definitely. I can
I
definitely
got
relate to you on that.
I can get to know myself, and I have friends. Like I've always had friends, but having friends and being your own person are two separate things. Like you really need to keep in touch with yourself.
Yeah, alone
Check
time
in.
is definitely
Yeah,
essential because I don't care who you are. If you're around somebody enough, you start to kind of do the same things. Like I don't know if you've noticed that, but definitely
it
it's with little
happened.
things. Like
It
it's not
happened with
even.
my girl. Like like with my girlfriend. Like we say we talk the same. Like we say we got the same lingo. Like sometimes like it's just we just hang out a lot. So like even with my group of friends too. Like even with ULC, we just have like jokes, inside jokes, and the way we talk to each other.
But yeah, it's definitely essential. I mean, at least for me, is to like you know give myself a good amount of alone time just to contemplate and kind of meditate. Not necessarily like actually like get on the floor, you know,
hmm
hands and feet touching, but
I
start
try
to
to I try
get
to
you in a better
meditate
mood.
sometimes. I try to meditate.
Yeah, I was actually doing that today, man. Um, Little story. Sometimes I'll be like real stressed out, and I'll catch myself like not being able to breathe, like, and then I just kind of turn off my phone, turn off the lights, and close my eyes and just like
hmm
catch your breath, and you feel so much better, like mentally, physically, like
Yeah, you feel like you just came back to Earth.
yeah, definitely,
Like
because you
if
can't breathe.
yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you for listening to the In the Sky podcast, and thank you so much, ULC Vulcain, for coming on. It was a joy to have you on, man, for sure.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
All right.